The Secret Destiny of America. This is a short message that I would like to get out to all the American people. And it comes from the book, The Secret Destiny of America, Manley Palmer Hall. For those of you who are not familiar with Manley Palmer Hall, he lived between 1901 and 1990, widely regarded as a sage and teacher, steeped in the wisdom of antiquity, was one of the leading esoteric scholars of the 20th century. In 1934, he founded the Philosophical Research Society in Los Angeles, which continues his educational mission. And for me, Manley Palmer Hall is one of the wisest people that ever walked this planet. So when we see what's going on right now all over the world, not only in America, the so-called fight for democracy, I would just like to remind all of you what this term actually means. And Manley Palmer Hall was writing in detail about democracy, what it really means, from the beginning of the founding fathers and even going way down back to antiquity, to the Greeks, and before also the Germanic tribes already had a democratic, organized way of coming together and exchanging opinions and coming to a solution that would be appropriate for everybody. Also, where a lot of Native American tribes already had a democratic way of making decisions together for the benefit of all. So here's just an excerpt to remind people about what the secret destiny of America is actually all about, and that there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Manley Palmer Hall writes here, "The supreme human purpose is the perfection of man. This must come first, and then this end has been achieved, all good things will inevitably follow. Only enlightened men can sustain enlightened leadership. Only the wise can recognize and reward wisdom. In a democratic way of life, the very survival of the state depends upon the intelligent cooperation of its people. Where men make their own laws, they must live according to the merits and demerits of the statutes which they have framed. The Greek lawgiver Solon declared that in the ideal state, laws are few and simple because they have been derived from certainties. In the corrupt state, laws are many and confused because they have been derived from uncertainties. These corrupt laws are like the web of a spider, which catches small insects but permits the stronger creatures to break through and escape. Where there are many laws, there's much lawlessness, and men come to despise and ridicule the restraints that are imposed upon freedom of action. Corrupt laws resulting from efforts to amend inadequate legislation by further inadequate legislation reveal a general ignorance of right and wrong. Where such ignorance exists, the ideal function of democracy is impossible and liberty degenerates into license. The half-truth is the most dangerous form of lie because it can be defended in part by incontestable logic. Wherever the body of learning is broken up, the fragments become partial truths. We live in a day of partial truths, and until we remedy the condition, we must suffer the inevitable consequences of division." End. When we see the current circumstances right now, I think Manley P. Hall really had a great insight and foresight in what we are going through right now in this nation, but also all over the world with the so-called democratic systems that are fighting their democracy. And when you really dive into this message, you will really get what this is all about. But this is something we can, each and every one of us as an individual, can work on our own ethics and our own morals, and to end this kind of weirdness and madness that we are seeing all over the planet. I would like to end with another quote from the book. It's called The End of the Quest. Manley P. In America shall be erected a shrine to universal truth, as there arises the global Democratic Commonwealth, the true wealth of all mankind, which is designed in the foundation that man shall abide together in peace and shall devote their energies to the common cause of discovery. The power of man lies in his dreams, his visions, and his ideals. This has been the common vision of man's necessity in the secret empire of the Brotherhood of the Quest, consecrated to fulfilling the destiny for which we in America were brought into being. May everybody remember the reason and the duty and the task to fulfill this destiny. I wish you a wonderful day, and I wish you victory in this fight for the real democracy and the destiny of the Republic of America. Best wishes from Virginia, Monika. Bye-bye.